Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today, we're not quite on a beach, are we? Like that Vendetta couple of replays I casted when we were on a beach. Bit of a odd-looking beach in the mountains here on Natural Threats. I believe we're on like V4, something like that. Down in the south, we have Fargo with the USA Vanilla in the blue. Up against him today, all the way down in the south, we've got the pink player. All the way down here with the GLA Vanilla, which is Shaye, or Raging K. So, this is a replay. Fargo is in, and he is back. This is not like an old one that I've stored, and I've got millions of Fargo replays. I swear my hard drive is full of Fargo and size replays from when they played each other like 10 hours per day. I've still got a ton of those replays, but today, this is a replay from about 7 days ago, so very, very fresh. And it was a recommendation, so you see I've built a playlist with the top 4 replays so far of 2022. I'm trying to build it up all the way maybe to 10 by the end of 2022, or however many, and then we'll do a public vote at the end of that. This could also be a contender for it, but also maybe not as quite as epic as the ones. Let's find out. So yeah, classic one, GLA versus USA. About as balanced as it can get. It can feel a little bit imbalanced sometimes when you fight in search and destroy Vs, but the idea for the GLA is to cause maximum damage early on. You want to be harassing, you want to be killing Chinooks, you want to be doing TNTs, denying these oils, which is something Fargo has been going for more and more, even on this map actually, and even against GLA. I'm surprised that Shaye has not stopped that. Very, very surprised indeed. We've got a Chinook in the base of Shaye. He's actually not even built a second worker here, which is quite unbelievable. Now got more workers in play, but the Chinook is still flying around. Maybe that's just going for a distraction. Something that some top players do like to do is just cause a distraction. Primarily size will do it, but it's seen Fargo do it here as well, and it's actually managed to get him 2 oils. But I do think that Shaye could have stopped that one over on the left. Big tech RPG push here from Shaye. This could end the game here just right now, actually. It seems to have camped Fargo's production. Maybe Shaye was just not interested in denying those oils anyway, and has actually just managed to completely obliterate Fargo. Don't tell me this. That should be over, man. Even if Fargo had 92 oils, that should not matter at all. But Fargo is deploying into the barracks over here on the right-hand side. All you have to do now is find the last dozer and you've won. It doesn't matter how much money or how many oils Fargo has got at all. Shaye wants to be going looking for them dozers. He's probably typing easy right now. Fargo and Shaye. I think last time I called them some of the most toxic players in Zero. I think I got a bit of slate for that. Probably from a fake Fargo account or a fake Shaye account, but actually maybe a better way of describing them is fiery characters, at least. Let's call them fiery characters. Fargo is rebuilding his base over here on the right hand side, and even though Shaye is clearing up all of the base, definitely this game could have been over already. I think Shaye thought that was all of the buildings, but Fargo's actually migrated his base over here. He's still got plenty of cash, so he could just redeploy a new supply. Rebuilding a war factory at the moment. Technical's now on the way, but now is too late. Like, Shaye should have just left them supplies, left the power, because that didn't matter at all. Experience should have come into play, and actually realized just going for the last dozer, the game should have already been over 1 minute ago. But Shaye making a bit of a mistake there. Cleared the buildings, okay, and he's got loads of XP, and he's got some Vet 3 units, Vet 2 RPG there. He probably thinks right now that he's won like, relatively easily and relatively straightforward. Ooh. How did I miss that? Where did I even come from? Crazy. Well, Fargo is holding on despite this crazy aggression here from Shaye. To be honest, I like that idea from Shaye. I would have definitely been denying the oils, but actually Shaye chose strategically to let the oils get captured just so he could do one massive attack in front of Fargo's production. And he almost completely wiped him out. But yeah, Fargo is in survival mode. He is surviving for now. Another 3 technicals now moving in, but they are getting laser locked relatively quickly, and with the help of the Rangers, that technical there does go down. Fargo doing a little bit of a fight back. He's actually got himself another oil. So Shaye's not been on top of any of the oil deniers at all. I'm especially surprised about that one, though. Maybe the Shaye can't even see it. Yeah, it's completely out of his vision, so he doesn't realize. So all of this damage you're doing, if you allow the opponent to get 3 oils, if you haven't hunted him, he is going to just be able to rebuild all of that stuff. But yeah, looking at the XP, at this point in time, that is a crazy amount of XP. Normally, again, a GLA player with that much XP at this point in the game, the USA would be dead. Fargo is holding on, I think. For now, he's rebuilding his army of Vs. We've got 4 Vs. A couple of missile defenders just stood by the barracks for now. Those are just kind of chilling at the moment. There is a technical on the way. Don't know if that's a super tech. No, I don't think it is. Just a regular technical, but it will take out that V. I imagine there'll be a scrap deny there from Fargo. I think he'll be on the top of the scrap deny. Apparently not, though. Letting the technical grab that scrap. It does make a big difference that in the V fights, because those grenade techs, they really do wreck groups of Vs. They do a lot of damage. And if you have a few of them, your Vs go down very, very quick. Whoa. Not quite sure what Fargo was loading up there. Was that Rangers? But another TNT came in. Almost killed the Chinook. Here's a massive pop now of technicals. V's trying to engage the tunnel line. It is actually Rangers. He's going to try and Ranger drop the building. Does clear the building, but the Rangers die in the process. And now Fargo pushing out. He has broken through this first line of tunnels, but Shaye is not messing around. Moving in for the counter-attack. He probably is smelling that dozer and realizing that he wants to kill it. But you see how difficult the game has become now for Shaye. I'm not saying he's going to lose. He's still in a really good position. He's still got 4 supplies. Versus Fargo's just 1, which is long distance collecting for now. But Fargo's got 2 oils. But if Shaye, when he was clearing that base, had just searched for that last dozer, he could have sent one over here in terms of the super techs. Found that dozer. Ooh, he's going to get the dozer anyway, I think. That is a TNT. Does get the dozer. Going to probably kill the scaffold of the firebase as well. Does get it. Surprised Fargo didn't cancel that, actually. But Fargo is now just reduced to 4 buildings. Fargo under a lot of pressure now, but there's so many technicals, man. That is crazy. That amount of technicals. What is he going to do? Is he going to go for the base trade? That's probably the right thing to do. Otherwise, you could form a massive line of defense here. Maybe a stinger could be nice there as well with a massive line of technicals. I think the easiest thing to do is just to go for the base trade, because the GLA can move out. The GLA's got bases in multiple places. Where he's just going for the base trade. I mean, it's getting a bit difficult now, isn't it? Now he's waiting with the amount of missile defenders that are getting up. But yeah, Shaye under quite a lot of pressure. Could have just found that dozer earlier. Could have been a very different game indeed. Shaye coming in now with the concave of the technicals. Picks off 1V. 1V goes low, but he does not finish it off. Fargo trying to press the issue even more. Doing a little bit of damage to this arms dealer. Now going to finish off the arms dealer. Arms dealer forced to be sold. Maybe this terrain is messing with Shaye's micro a little bit. It makes the technicals go a little bit too close sometimes. They can't get their shots off. Same applies to the Vs though. Ooh, Palace gets stopped on 99%. That is a big difference. Because if that gets up, combined with the Jarman and the loaded Palace, that becomes a very difficult place to crack. That's for sure. Massive evac here from Fargo. Loads of missile defenders going down. The Vs are mostly empty now, I think. Technicals chasing these Vs. One more V does fall. There's still so many technicals, though. I think the technicals can just win a 1v1 engagement now against those Vs. Shaye floating 7.5k. Is all of this cash he's collecting from the middle, really. That oil has now been killed, but this oil still in play. Fargo has to run from that now. He has to run. Yeah, definitely a unique game so far. I haven't seen a game like this in a while, that is for sure. With that big push initially, I mean, and then Fargo like forced into a corner. Now he's hunted in the corner. We have seen similar games like this on Natural Threats before. A massive engagement here from the technicals, moving in. Sacrifices made on both sides, primarily the GLA side though. Fitting the GLA motto or the GLA theme, or the terrorist theme. I'll make the sacrifice. But yeah, a few Vs did go down, but more technicals went down. And Shaye's arms dealer here in the middle is going to get found. That's the replacement arms dealer he made that from the one he lost there. Loading up his Palace now. Sells the arms dealer in time. Very, very nice. And Fargo's still got everything he needs, really. He's still got a power, which means he can produce at normal speed. He's still got War Factory Barracks, which means he can still make fully loaded Vs. And he's got an Amber already, and a lot of Vs out already. He's got one supply, so he's able to long distance collect with his many Chinooks all over the place. He's got everything he needs. Could obviously do with the CC and the support powers, but you can still get Pathfinders, that is for sure. Fargo now moving out to clear the map, but a definite opportunity here for Shaye is to deceive Acatechnical from there and do a TNT on the main base. But there are Pathfinders out now, though. These workers are getting mowed down by that Pathfinder, loaded, or multiple Pathfinders, it sounds like, inside of the Vs. All of the middle here is getting cleared. Here is a battle bus, actually, from Shaye, and there is a Jarman inside of it. He's using that to kill the missile defenders. Lost a lot of HP already on this battle bus, though, from the laser lock there. Shaye trying to kill these Chinooks. Multiple Chinooks are going down, but Shaye is probably going to lose this battle bus. Okay, apparently not, actually. Nice evac there of the Jarman. Snipes the V, which probably did save the battle bus. But Shaye's main base is now getting absolutely hammered by all of these Vs. Fargo hasn't lost a V in a while, I don't think. And he's also gaining veterancy, which is making these Vs even harder to deal with. Buggy's coming in. I think the problem here with Shaye, he's hesitant. He doesn't know whether to commit fully to a base trade or whether he should be defending this. He should commit to one thing. Yeah, when he had all of them technicals before, he had like 30 technicals. If it had just gone to this base, Fargo, straight away, as soon as he saw the VR moving out, it could have been a potential win. Of course, the laser locks from Fargo could have been crazy. Maybe it would have been more difficult. Fargo's now having to run back because Shaye, just with this mini task force here, has actually now killed the barracks, killed the defending army here of Fargo. V's moving in. These buggies are going to get caught out. War factory very close to going down. I think Shaye was probably going to lose this army anyway. Like, it's getting chased away now, so he should at least committed to killing that war factory since it was so low. It just needed a few more hits because he's ended up losing the army anyway. He could have like took the battle bus around the back, killed the war factory, and then any Vs that come round to defend, he could have shot them as well. But yeah, he only took out one vehicle there and didn't even finish the war factory. So Fargo's able to produce now like a mental amount of Vs because he's got so much. Well, he's going to have so much cash. He's probably got a load queued up there, so that can be deceiving. If he's only got $275, he's probably got 9 Vs queued up because he's still producing. No gaps in the production by the looks of it. Fargo now clearing out more in the middle. Shaye's still not on his main supply, but I don't think he's actually got much cash. 2.7k. Here is the technical. I think that's going to be a TNT. There are 2. Oh, no way. No way, Shaye. Why? What the hell happened? Whoa. I thought that game was going to go closer, you know. I thought he was going to reduce Fargo to 1 building. I thought that was the situation because I think I saw a screenshot from this game on Gentle when I was downloading it, and I'm sure I saw Fargo just on one building. I thought that was going to be a super epic game. It was still epic, but I don't think that's a contender for best replay 2022. If that had gone down to like literally Fargo on the last building, last supply, and then Shaye like on 1 supply, 1 tunnel or something like that, and like tried to TNT it, then we're probably talking best candidate. But I mean, that was still a good replay, still entertaining, and you damn well know that Shaye is like, he rage quits a lot, so you know he slammed on his keyboard then, didn't say GG, you know he just quit. That game was 100% winnable at so many opportunities, so many turning points there for Shaye. Right from the beginning, I always said it, just go straight for that other dozer, he would have won the game. Also, when he had them 30 or 40 technicals, if it had just committed to the attack rather than defense, because he knew Fargo was hunted. So the defending force would have been small because the main force of Fargo's 20 Vs or whatever he had was actually in Shaye's base. So yeah, he should have fully committed to the aggression on Fargo and he could have still won the game that way. But then yeah, it was kind of like he rushed back to defend, then he attacked again. Then when he could have finished that war factory, he kind of run off and didn't finish the war factory. And there at the end, I think he quit a little bit too prematurely. Because if one of them technicals got through and actually managed to TNT a building and we'd only have 1 left, you just have to finish off the last one. But yeah, maybe just Shaye didn't have enough cash, or yeah, maybe he had to remake an arms dealer or something. But yeah, that was 100% winnable for Shaye. So many different turning points. But yeah, it's still a super epic game. Just I don't think it's a best candidate for 2022 replay. Replays just yet. If you disagree, let me know in the comments and we can add it to the playlist if you consider it. So yeah, GG, well played, and see you in the next one.